lifting the other arm up. So one arm at a time. Try and reach up as high as you can and maybe slightly back as well. Keep that going. And then see if you can reach behind. And then down to the ground behind. Two more. And then arms by the side of you, take it to that side bend. Just make sure those knees are soft. And then taking that opposite arm up as we drop it down. Four, three, two, and one. Bring the arms in front, and we're going to go into a torso twist here. Again, just try and keep the hips still. Don't allow them to follow. Just see if you can get the movement going just through the upper torso. And then take your arms out to the side, come back to the same movement, but arms are wider. And then see if those hips want to follow you as you go round. So add that lower part with the movement. Two more. And then swoop the arms forward and back. Hold the arms back out to the side, reach it up and over. Four, three, two, one. Chin to your chest, roll through the spine, come into your roll down all the way. Then all the way back up and reach up through the arms. And again. Come all the way back up and reach up. We're going to do a half roll down. So come halfway, bringing your hands onto your thighs and then sticking your bum up to flatten your back. And then roll through the spine to come up to stand and reach up. And again, come back to that half roll down, hands onto the thighs, stick the bum back. Ease that back up, roll through the spine, lift back up. Let's do that 2 more times. 2 more with the half ones. And then roll back up. And last one. Good, roll back up. And then relax it down. Let's come into your squats. So just getting some movement through the knees, through the hips. Doesn't matter if it's not deep. Keep that going. Four, three, two, and then open up through the hips, circle through. One more. And then into your knee lift with the opposite arm and leg. Slow lift, slow lower. So with this exercise, really think about warming up through your core here. So think about connecting with the stomach as we lift the arm and leg. Two more. 4, 3, 2. Come back to your circle through the hip. One more each way. And then hover that right leg, swing that leg. Circle side to side, side, swing side to side. And then change to the other legs. Swing that leg. Side to side. Good, and then relax that back down. Come back to your squats. See if you can go a little bit deeper again. Two more. And then into your knee raise with the opposite arm. Hold the next one up. Take the arm and leg out. Bring it back. Lower down, change. One more each way. Good, and then your right leg, we're just going to tap the foot forward to the side and then tap it back. Squat in the middle. Again, right side, tap forward. Side and back, squat in the middle. Keep that going with the tap with the squat. But if you want to, next time we can lunge it. Lunge forward, lunge to the side, lunge it back, squat in the middle. So for those that don't want to lunge, you tap. Hester, really make sure when you're doing your squat, sit your bum back. That's it. That's it. Now your knees are not coming over your feet like they were. Good. Let's do one more round through on that side. And then coming up onto your toes when you're done. Two more. And then let's take that left foot, tap it forward. To the side, back, squat down. And again, you can add those lunges if you wish. Good work, guys. Nearly done. Let's do one more round. Coming up onto your toes when you're done. Two more. Okay, let's lift the right arm, so the right leg and the left arm, and we're going to circle the arm and leg round for 4 counts. Circle the other way. And then change sides, circle round. Circle the other way. Good, and then take your legs out nice and wide, toes turned out. Coming into your wide squat. So you want to check that the feet are in line with each other, but wide. The knees follow where the toes are pointing. And we're still thinking about getting that bum down and back so that the chest can stay up. Four, 3, 2, pulse it down, 3, 2, 1. One more. Keep the legs wide, chin to your chest, roll down. Walk your hands over to your right side. Just hold the stretch there. Walk it over to the other side. Bring it back to centre, roll through the spine to come back up. Shrug out the shoulders, walk the feet back in. And we're going to do opposite arm and leg, circle round, one way then the other, then change. So one circle each way and then change. So we're doing a lot of hip opening today, just to ease off through the hips. One more. And then take your legs back out wide again. Come back to your wide squat. Good work, guys. Four, 3, 2, pulse it down. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. One more. Good, okay, bring the legs back in, and we're going to do a standing to kneeling. So coming down onto your knees, and then lift back up onto your feet. Swapping that leading leg. Try not to use your hands to help you up, it's all through the legs. Grab anything extra if you need it underneath the knees. And really think about exhaling as you lift up. Good, and then just have a little walk out through the legs. And we're going to take your right leg back behind you, coming into our static lunge. So we're going to send that back knee down, then lift it. Keep that going. Four, three, two. Can you pulse it down? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. One more. Okay, can you drop that knee all the way to the floor? That leg that you've got in front, just bring it up onto your knees. And then step the other leg in front. And then lift yourself into a lunge from there. Lower that back knee all the way down. Step that first leg in, the other leg comes out. So we're doing a standing, or we're doing a kneeling to a lunge. Swapping the leading leg each time. If you need any help, being next to a wall and sort of using that wall to help you lift will get you there if you need it. Do one more, also you'll equal it out. And then if you can, have it so your other leg is back. So left leg is back. When you're ready, lunge it down from here. So again, we're sending that back knee down, then lifting it back up. The upper body staying basically upright as we lower and lift. Keep going, guys, nearly done. 4, 3, 2, pulse it down. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. One more. Good, and then bring it in. Just have a little walk out with those feet. And we're going to come back to sort of your hip opener. One more. Chin to your chest, roll through the spine, hold yourself down there. Walk your hands over to your right side, your right leg. Over to the other side. Get back to centre, roll through the spine to come all the way back up. Just shrug out through the shoulders. Grab a quick drink and then stand at the end of your mat. So just make sure you've got room in front. We're going to come into your roll down and then walk forward to your plank. So you can stay here if you wish, or let's come into a side plank. And come into a press up. So one press up, then a side plank on the other side, then a press up, and then walk it back in. Roll yourself up, and then do that again. So we're going to walk out, we do a side plank press up, side plank press up. We can be on the knees to make this easier for all of it. Or we're staying on those toes. Two more to go, 2 more rounds. Good work, guys. And when you're on that last one, once you've done that last press up, just drop the knees to the floor, have that little rest. Just hold yourself here and focus on that breathing into the rib cage. So really feel like you're expanding those ribs out, pressing into the legs. Maybe even feel it like you're coming through the back as well, the middle back with your breath. Do one more. And then start to walk your hands over to that right side. And then walk your hands over to your left. Good, slowly ease that back out. I'm going to come onto your bum, so make sure your camera is angled down, or so I can see you. So sit nice and tall, feet flat on the floor, arms are in front. To make it easier, hands can be behind the legs. Let's come into your half roll down. Halfway down, then lift back up. Trying to keep those feet down, the heels staying down. If you want a bit more of a challenge, open up the arms as you lower, then lift the arms up overhead, then reach the arms forward, then lift up. So you can just do your normal up and down, or if you want to spend a little bit of time in that roll back, you can. Maybe we can lift the leg as we do the arm movement. And then change to the other leg. Last one. And then stretch yourself forward. Just have that little breather. And then easing that back out. Come in to have your hands on the knees and then your feet hovered. Coming into your V-sit, so we can stay here. Maybe we go into the single arm, single leg, or maybe you do both. You choose, and when you're ready. So really try and sit back as far as you're able. Really stretch out through the body, through the legs, through the arms. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On the next one, hold it out, guys. Wherever you are, hold it. If it's a single leg, single leg. Bring it back in. And then let's do it again. So change the leg for those doing the single. Hold. Bring it back in. Drop the legs, stretch out. Good, ease that back out, feet back on the floor. Come into that rotation to the side. So you're half roll down, but to the side. Again, you can take a single arm, maybe you can do both the arms, or maybe you just need to keep the hands behind the leg. Four, 3, 2, pulse it to the side if you can, guys. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. I know these can be killers on the hip flexor as well as the stomach. And then bring it in. We're going to bring those feet together. Drop the knees out to the side, and then lean yourself forward, but keep that chest up. And then easing that back out. Bring the hands onto your knees. So we're going to come into a V-sit to the side. If you're finding it too much to do that, just do your normal V-sit. So as we come out, we roll onto a side and then we roll back up to centre. Then we come back out to the other side and lift back up. So if you're finding that too much today, just stay with your normal V-sits. For those that can, give it a go. I know it feels quite weird. You might feel like a stuck animal or something. Good, guys. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then bring these feet back together again. Drop the knees out. How are you feeling? Are we okay, guys? I've got a very beaming face looking at me there. And then easing that out, and that beaming face is going to be happy. We've got pigeon. So let's come out to just do some hip flexor stretching from all that work basically. So bring that right knee in with whatever leg, and then allow that leg to slightly turn out to the side as you allow the other leg to sit right back. Good, perfect guys. And then slowly easing out, change that to the other leg. Just really make sure that the hips haven't fallen to the floor as you hold it. Try and get it back on top of the body. So Lisa, see if you can slightly come to level out your hips. Does that feel okay? And then releasing that out, and let's come all the way onto our back. We're going to start with the feet wide. And we're just going to drop the knees side to side as we lie here. Good, and then release that back. Bring your feet back to hip width apart. Find that neutral position in that lower spine. And we're going to go into your toe taps. So we're just going to lift one foot up, lower it back down, then lift the other foot up. Obviously, you know your options for those that have been here quite a few times. If not, you stay here if you wish. But for those that do want to work hard and they don't know how, bring your legs into your tabletop and tap down from there. Let's just do a technique test. So whenever we're in the harder option in your tabletop legs up, you've got to really make sure the knees are directly over the hips. They haven't come towards the chest, because that's going to really allow, or it's going to switch off the stomach. So a good test is to have your hands or arms out straight, and you're really making sure there's a gap between the palms of your hands and the knee. If they're touching, then the knee is too close to you and it's too easy. If you're finding you're having those knees in to stop the back from arching, you need to make it easier again. Sometimes your body just wants to cheat. Once you know you've got that distance there, you can drop the hands. Pulse it down for 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. One more. And we're going to go straight into a reverse curl if you can. So we can have our hands behind the legs to help you with the lift, or the hands are on the floor. We're trying to lift through the bum, through the legs, but the movement or the muscles working is the stomach. So think about really connecting through the stomach to lift and lower slowly. Harder option, hands in the air so you're not using them. 2, and 1. Bring those knees in. Have that little rock. Good. Bring those legs back onto the floor again. Find that neutral for your lower spine. And we're just going to do a knee drop at a time. So slowly drop one knee back out, bring it back to center, then drop the other knee. Slowly out, slowly in. Keep the hips nice and still. And just make sure you're not dropping the leg all the way down. We want the hips to stay level. We don't want the hips to follow. Two more. And then if you want to work harder, let's bring the legs to your tabletop and go into your knee drop from there. If not, stay with the legs on the floor. So make sure it's a single knee drop. Good, 4 more. And then we're going to go straight into your leg extension. So extending the leg out and in. If you need to take a little rest with the legs, then you can, and then come into the exercise. Otherwise, we'll come back to the easy option if you need to. Or again, we'll open that harder option. So again, guys, have those hands there. Check that the hands and the knees are not touching as they come into that tabletop. So the 2 stomach exercises, we're going to do combination where we mash the 2 exercises together that we just recently done. So we've got a reverse curl with a toe tap to start with. So again, hands can be behind the legs for the reverse curl. We do a reverse curl, then we do 1 toe tap. Reverse the curl, 1 toe tap. If you want to work harder, you can do a double toe tap. And again, if you don't need the hands there, take them away. Really making sure the back doesn't arch. It's in that neutral position. Bring those knees in. And then our last mash-up is the single knee drop with the leg extension. So again, legs can be on the floor for this one. And then we're going to extend that same leg out. Then change to the other side. Single knee drop, single leg extension. Again, for those that are in that tabletop position, let's check again. These legs are not creeping in. And also check that the ankles are in line with the knees. We don't want to see the feet start to droop down. Again, this is an easy option. This just means you're taking the easy route out naturally through the body. So let's try and get that technique back up. Obviously, you know you can make this easier if you need to, guys, or just simply rest. Keep this going. Two more. And then when you've done your two, bring the knees in. Drop the legs to one side, drop the arms to the other side. It's just a short stretch out. And then switch sides. Switch sides again. So we're going to do it twice through on each side. And last time, switch sides. And then bring those knees in, hands on the knees. And then individually, we're just going to open up through the hips. Opening up into a circle with the knees. And then the other way. Good, and then let's roll over onto your front to do some back work. So as we just lie here, just rock your hips side to side. And then release that down. Bring the hands by the side of you. Legs stay down. Come into your basic back extension. If you can, you lift the hands, the head, the chest. If not, the hands can stay down, but we're not pushing into them. We're using the back muscles to lift and lower. Making sure the eyes are staying down as we lift and lower. And we're fully relaxing ourselves all the way back down again before we lift back up. Four, three, two, and one. Just have a little rest. And then let's see if you can extend the arms forward, lift the arms, lift the legs, and swim. Again, keep the eyes looking down so we don't strain through the neck. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a little rest. Our last one here then. So we're going to come into a V and a W with the arms as we back extension. So we're going to lift up with the arms forward. And then we're going to bring the elbows back to create a W as we lift higher. Then bring the arms forward as we lower. So into a W to lift, and then a V as we lower. Again, if you don't want to do that on the floor, you can do that on the knees. Good, keep that going, guys. Four, three, two, one more. And then sit back onto your heels and just have a stretch out there. As we hold it here, bring your left arm, thread it under towards the right side and try and get that left shoulder on the floor. At the same time, really stretch that right arm forward. Ease that out, change that to the other side. And then ease that out, coming onto our backs. Lie yourself down. And let's just bring that one leg up. Coming into your hamstring stretch. And we're just going to point the toe, then flex through the foot. Point and flex. Lift the head up as you do that movement still. And then drop the head down. And then just allow the heel to flex up for a stretch and just hold it. And then we're going to bend that knee that we've got up, and then the leg that's on the floor, straighten it out. So the leg that we were just doing your hamstring stretch on, take it to your opposite side. So we're taking that knee as far over as we can to the opposite side, but we're just also making sure that both shoulder blades are staying down as we take the knee over. Good, ease that back in, and then hamstring on the other leg. Again, let's go into that point and flex movement. Lift the head up as you do this. And then release the head back down. Keep going with the leg. And then just hold it into that flex position for your hamstring stretch. Straighten through the leg that's on the floor, bend the leg that you've got up, and then take that leg to the opposite side. Try and keep the shoulders on the floor. And then release that all the way back out. Just allow the legs to stretch out along the floor. Bring the arms out. Bring the eyes to close. Focus on that breath. Taking a slow breath in. Holding it at the top. Take a slow breath out. Hold it at that bottom. Doesn't matter how long each breath is, but hold it for a few seconds before you carry on with the breath. And then just miss out on those little holds, but just keep the breath slow as you start to feel the muscles release. The muscles relax into the ground. Let go of any tension. Let go of anything that's holding you back today. Take a deep breath in and a slow exhale as you start to move through your fingers, through your toes, and then slowly bring the knees into your chest. Have a little rock from side to side, and then come over onto a side, come up onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, lift into that downward dog. Bend the knees slightly as you walk your hands in. Keep yourself down as you just hang out in that forward fold. And then roll through the spine to come all the way up to standing, shrugging out through the shoulders. Bringing those feet hip width apart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. And another deep breath in. And exhale. And give yourself a massive round of applause, guys.